Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent this next product in exchange for an honest review, and it's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm standing in front of my pool where the pool has to get vacuumed right now. And as you know, pool vacuuming is a lot of work. You got to pull out 9 feet of hose. You got to go ahead and use your pool head. You got to hook the hose into the pool head and then into the pump. You got to go ahead and use a great big long pole. You got to set the whole thing up, and then you vacuum, and you take everything apart again. There's a better solution. And that solution is the Enhulk pool pump. The way this thing works, it's electric. It doesn't need a pool pump to actually get it to work. Here's the actual vacuuming head. You can see it swivels and it has wheels on it. I've attached it to the actual pump. Here's the actual chamber, which sucks up all of the debris. It's going to actually get caught in that little filter right there. There's an on-off switch, and there's even a little charging port. Now you go ahead and you charge this inside. Once that port's dry, you go ahead and just plug it in and you charge it up. It charges up relatively fast, and then it goes ahead and actually vacuums for about an hour. So it'll work on small and large pools. And you get everything you need with it. You actually get a little convenient handle. This will kind of pop on the end. So if you're using a small pool, you don't need a great big long hose. You just go ahead and pop that on, and now you can go ahead and vacuum just like a regular handheld vacuum. But if your pool is a little deeper, then you're going to want to take this off, and you're going to want to use the provided 7-foot pole. So even if you don't have a pole now, this comes with a pole automatically. It clicks right on, and it's adjustable. So just like any other pool thing, you turn the thing, you widen it up, and you tighten it up, and you have a pole of any size you need. This is the chamber that holds all the dirt and the debris, and it's actually in that mesh bag where you get most of your debris. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unhook it. The way this works is this actually clicks in and kind of holds it tight in, it locks it in. You push this all the way down to the front, and it pops it open just like that. And now here, this bag, when it sucks up the dirt, it gets stuck in this little mesh bag. The cool thing about this is that this is one of 4 bags. It includes a bunch of extras. There's 2 finer meshes and there's 2 broader meshes. You can pick the one that works for you, but if one gets a little bit dirty and you have to go ahead and switch them out, that's fine. You always have an extra ready to go. These can then be hand washed out and shaken out and cleaned and then used again and again. They are reusable. Again, these can be taken off as well. There's just kind of a little rubber gasket here, and they just kind of pop off just like that. And then you pop them back on exactly the same way. They just kind of fit on the edge, and you're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get it ready to go. I'm going to take my first piece here. I'm going to put my gasket on the inside, make sure everything's nice and tight. Ratchet both sides down. Okay, we're good. I'm going to put it on just like that. And again, to lock it in place, I pull just forward. There we go. And now all I need to do is go ahead and install the actual pole itself. And then I have an on-off switch. And I'm going to put it in the water, and I'm going to vacuum my pool. I'm not sure if you can see, but I actually have a whole bunch of leaves and needles right at the bottom of the pool, right in here. So what I'm going to do is I have my vacuum. I'm going to slowly sink it in. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go down and pick up some leaves. The water is a little bit breezy right now, or the air is a little bit breezy, so you might not be able to see it real clearly, but I'm going to give it a shot here. You can hear it running. And I've hit the bottom, and now I just move it along, and it is sucking up everything it goes over. I can see it getting some leaves. There's a leaf right there. There's another leaf. There's some pine needles, it looks like. The 7-foot long pole is actually very helpful. I can reach all the way across my pool. Okay, I've done about 5 minutes of vacuuming. I'm going to pull it up, and you can see it. You can see it blowing the water out the side. So it sucks it in the bottom, blows it out through here. This is full of water, and the actual bag is the filter itself. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. And I'm going to lift it out of the water. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at what we have. It looks like our bag is full of dirt and grime. I'm going to twist it this way so that the water doesn't fall back out, because it is in the bag right now. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And there we go. That is all the pine needles and leaves I picked out of it in the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes of vacuuming. Look at that. Go ahead, empty this outside of the pool, and then go ahead and put it back on and keep vacuuming. I could actually probably keep going for a little bit, but I want you to see pine needles, there's a little bit of sand in there, there's leaves, everything is sucked it up just right away. I'm going to empty this and I'm going to keep going. There's another section of dirt right in the middle of my pool. You can see pine needles and leaves. I'm going to go ahead and use my electric vacuum and clean it all out. So there you go. It works really well. It just cleans it up right away. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and just kind of show you. In this particular case, I've got leaves, I've got needles, again, a little bit of sand, just a lot of grime. It just picks it all up, and I just go ahead and dump it in my grass. There we go. Just kind of shake it out, just like that. And then I flip it back around, I put it back in, and I'm ready to go. I am really impressed. I vacuumed my entire pool in about 15 minutes. Normally it would take me about 15 minutes just to set up my vacuum and then go ahead and slowly move around the pool depending upon the actual pump pressure to pull up all the leaves. This thing works amazing. As long as it's charged, all you do is put it in the water, turn it on, and just go. You just move back and forth. It cleans up everything. I emptied it twice for my entire pool, and it pulled up everything it needed to do, all the leaves. Now, you don't want to do algae with this. You still want to use algicide. You still want to scrub. You want to use a filter, but it'll pull up all that dirt, that sand, leaves, pine needles. I have a lot of those. It works really, really well. I am very impressed. I also want to just talk about the sound. This thing, when you turn it on out here, it makes a little bit of a whirring sound, but when it's underwater, it's almost completely silent. It's all underwater. You don't hear anything. You don't have to worry about your pump overheating. This just works really, really well. I was a little bit skeptical. I wasn't sure. I've been putting off buying one of these, and I made a mistake. I really should have gotten this. This is the electric Enhulk pool vacuum. It is highly recommended. It works great. I'm very impressed. Really pretty cool. Neat stuff.